of scattered snow showers for Friday, followed by bitter cold wind chills and strong wind gusts. I'll go over all those details and timing coming up.
A race against the clock. Crews scramble to repair countless water main breaks across the DMV as families are left high and dry for days.
A new crackdown on kids accused of causing chaos at the National Harbor.
You know, safety needs to come first.
What the community is saying about the new restrictions.
The big game now just a pigskin toss away. And fans excited for what's on TV and on the dinner table. We're helping you stretch your dollar with where to get the best deals.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
We have been sitting in weeks of freezing temperatures that have triggered a wave of water main breaks all across the DMV. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 10 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. The broken pipes, flooding homes, businesses, even a hospital.
Yeah, so many families impacted, some still without running water. Crews in the DMV working around the clock to repair dozens of water main breaks each day. That includes in Georgetown in D.C., where we find our Yamarie Sase.
And Yamarie, crews having to close down M Street right there. What's happening now?
Yeah, water main breaks have been a huge issue across the DMV over the past few days. You can see crews behind me right here in Georgetown working to actually remove that snow out of the way so that they can start their repairs. And below is a parking garage that's actually flooded with water. We're going to show you some quick video of what it looks like. Water was gushing through the walls, and within the lower levels of the garage, the water just gets higher and higher. Now, this is one of many water main breaks crews across the DMV are having to fix, and residents are hoping it gets repaired soon, while other companies are asking for patience as nearly 40 reports are coming in every day.
When I got home, I was going to wash my dishes because, I was going to cook dinner, but then I realized there was no water at all.
Families in Riverdale have been without water since Wednesday night after a water main break on Riverdale Road. A water station was set up to provide residents with water while crews work to fix the problem.
I came running because we need that water. I'm able to at least cook something with the water, with the little bit of water we received.
Lynn Riggins with WSSE Water says since the snowstorm, they've been receiving nearly 40 reports of water main breaks and leaks every day.
We've been seeing a significant number of breaks in this small period of time since these temperatures and the storm started over a week ago. Crews are working 24/7 around the clock, prioritizing breaks over leaks.
Since the storm, WSSE Water says they've received more than 300 reports, and that's just in Maryland. DC Water has also reported several water main breaks across the district. Their interactive online map showing more than 40 Priority 5 breaks Thursday night. The most recent break here in Georgetown. This parking complex remains flooded, and roads in the area were closed for a short time as crews work to make repairs. Riggins says repairs in Maryland are taking longer than usual, and the cold temperatures expected this weekend could slow things down even more.
Trying to get equipment down narrow streets, trying to work around piles of snow and ice. So we appreciate everyone's patience.
Hopefully we can get our water restored by tomorrow.
Now, as you can see, crews are working to actually remove the snow before they actually begin fixing the water main break below. And obviously that just adds more time to them having to solve these repairs for right now. But water companies are asking people for patience as they navigate this and try to fix all the repairs across the DMV. And if anyone does see any water main break repair or leak, you are encouraged to report it. For now, reporting in Northwest DC, I'm Yamarie Sase, DC News Now.
Wow, a multi-pronged effort to get all of those pipes fixed. Yamarie, thank you. Take a look as crews sopping up the water there. A broken pipe at GW Hospital earlier this week, forcing ambulances away from its emergency department. As crews work on the cleanup, the district's Department of Health is investigating. They're sopping up the floors that are flooded, and staff, they're describing brown water had been seeping into the halls, stairwells, and from the ceilings. We did try to get answers from the hospital on the repair timeline and reopening, but we're still awaiting a response.
All new tonight, DC Water is saying repairs to the site of a sewage leak into the Potomac River will take longer than expected. Take a look here. DC Water crews found this large rock dam inside the collapsed sewer line. Agencies saying repairs will now take an extra 4 to 6 weeks. They'll have to bring in even more pumps, bringing their total to 13 to reduce the water flow into the line so crews can safely get in and remove those rocks. DC Water says that large pile was likely excavated during the initial construction back in the 60s and used as backfill. When the collapse happened, the wastewater flow likely pushed the rocks into the pipe, creating that dam. That is pretty wild there.
Yeah, decades later, you're still in trouble. All right, my friends, we're taking a live look outside right now at Roslyn, Virginia, and just over the border, the district under an extreme cold alert until tomorrow morning. It's for all of the dangerous conditions as the temps are set to drop into the teens.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Jackie Layer is here, and as we head into the weekend, we're talking even colder.
Yes, and colder in terms of wind chills. Yeah, it's going to feel like we're right around 0 at times into Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, so
there's snow.
Snow, yeah, as we look ahead towards tomorrow. So Friday, we're tracking some scattered snow showers. Temperatures out there right now, though, the cold is already trying to push its way in. We do have quite a few areas on this map already into the upper teens. Thankfully, out there right now, winds are relatively light and variable. But yes, we're tracking the bitter cold wind chills and also those strong wind gusts as we look ahead towards Saturday. Not so much Friday, but Friday night, we could even see some of those stronger winds already trying to push in. Overnight lows tonight, we're into those mid to upper teens for much of the area. So that's what we start off with tomorrow morning. So we start off in the teens, eventually upper 20s by 11 a.m. Should be into those low to mid 30s by the middle of the afternoon. But yes, we'll have some scattered light snow showers around, not accumulating all too much. It's all associated with that system off towards our north and west. So first, for your Friday, we have some scattered light snow showers developing later on to the afternoon and evening. Those slide out. So then we're tracking dry conditions in the wake of that system, but also in the wake of that system, bitter cold wind chills and strong wind gusts. We did make Saturday a DMV first warn day because these wind gusts could be in excess of 40, even close to 50 miles per hour. Power outages will be possible on Saturday, so that's why it's highlighted in red. Sunday, less wind, but bitter cold still. Highs only the lower 20s. I'll have more details as we are trending warmer next week, but just how much warmer, I'll go over that coming up.
All right, Jackie, we'll see you then. Developing now at 10, hundreds of protesters outside the Washington Post. Take a look.
What do we do? Stand up! Journalists are under attack!
The rally follows Wednesday's mass layoffs. About a third of the newspaper's staff was given the pink slip. That's believed to be hundreds of employees. Post journalists who survived the purge were supporting their fired colleagues here along K Street downtown. They're also calling for the owner and billionaire Jeff Bezos to support the newspaper's commitment to local journalism.
You know, I've described it as dizzying, which is how it feels. I mean, the puzzle that a laid-off journalist needs to put together just keeps getting more and more complicated, and it's really hard to envision what the future of media is.
Well, Post journalists, including many who were just laid off, are asking subscribers to continue their support of the paper. We are getting a look at new renderings from the Washington Commanders' new home here in the district.
That's right. They were shared during the National Capital Planning Commission meeting. And take a look at the images showing what the stadium could look like from across the Anacostia River, as well as notes on translucent roof, colonnade, and some of the landscaping that would be around the building. There's also a conceptual view from the east. You'll be able to see the Washington Monument and the Capitol building from the distance. Fans pretty excited to see the plans for the Commanders' future home.
It feels more real, right? Seeing the renderings and understanding, okay, they're really taking their time to make sure that they're just not bringing this monstrosity into the city, but they're actually paying homage to the past.
The architects also sharing some numbers for the project. They say the stadium is modeled after our national monuments and memorials. And the domed roof will be about 195 feet high, which is roughly 100 feet shorter than the Capitol building down the street. We are taking a live look at the Kennedy Center. More than 70 congressional leaders are demanding the Trump administration stop its plans to close the Performing Arts Center this summer. The president says that he is shutting down the facility for 2 years of renovations. But lawmakers argue that this will mean more than 2,000 performances will be canceled, 400 free community events will not go on. Plus, it's set to destabilize the National Symphonic Orchestra as well as the Opera House Orchestra. The Senate and House lawmakers also asking for more details about the president's renovation plans and where all the funding is coming from. Since President Trump took over the board and put his name on the Kennedy Center there, some artists have canceled their shows, and there's been a massive drop in attendance. Now to a pretty intense new curfew that is set to start for some kids in Maryland, in National Harbor, imposing this 12-hour-long restriction for teens.
Prince George's County police say several businesses made the request. DC News Now's Tim Reed takes a pulse from the community on if this is needed or if it's overkill.
Business owners and shoppers here telling me they support the new National Harbor curfew set to start this weekend. They're hoping it will help prevent crime.
I think a curfew is a great idea. It gives the businesses an opportunity to do business so that the customers that they come down, they're safe.
Cheryl Smith comes to National Harbor often to grab a bite to eat. She wants parents to be more accountable and aware of what their kids are doing.
If they're younger, they should be accompanied by a parent. A parent should know where their children are. At that time of the morning, what are you doing here?
A National Harbor spokesperson says several businesses requested the curfew after an increase in young kids around at night unsupervised.
When the curfew first started, I think it was a really good thing for the harbor. You know, the kids was kind of wilding a little bit and, you know, scared some people off from wanting to come down here.
The new curfew was in place on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. until 5 a.m. It will last for 6 months. And during those times, kids under 18 cannot be alone without a parent or guardian.
At 1, 2, 3 a.m., this is not a place for young people to be without their parents. It's so important that we have parents and guardians that know where their children are.
You should be responsible, and you should be held responsible for that.
Parents, guardians, or businesses face a fine up to $250 if there are any violations. In Oxon Hill, Maryland, Tim Reed, DC News Now.